welcome back to the channel. Should you sell all your Bonk token now? Now, I know you're all seeing in the market at the moment, Bitcoin is currently experiencing some heavy selling pressure. This is having a knock-on effect on altcoins and meme coins as well, with a lot of meme coins down for the day. The average is around 5%, right? Bonk down 4.8%. Now, here's the thing. I understand that sentiment, but I'm going to explain why I'm personally not selling now. And it may shock you all, but it's going to make so much sense. And I'm going to show you how I actually look at the market, how I view the market, and maybe you can implement some of these strategies yourself. Now, as I just said, Bonk token is currently down at the moment, right? And as Bitcoin sells off, we do expect Bonk token to continue to sell off as well. But here's the thing. And I'm going to make this very short and brief, just so you can all understand this and pick this up quickly, and then we can develop on it. Now, let's just say I was planning to sell my Bonk token at this current area, right? So let's just say, we're not going to use the entry that we had from $50 million market cap. We're not even going to use the entry that we gave out completely free on this channel, which means you're currently up 100%. Well done for those of you that got those entries. If you missed that, it means you're not subscribed to the channel, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of these free buy gems. And obviously the call that we gave out last week as well. Well, this is the example we use, which is currently up 63%. So this is what we're going to use. We're going to use this as an example. So I'm up 63. Let's just say, for the sake of the video, we're up 63%. And I have the opportunity to take that profit and walk away from the market, or as some of you like to assume, you'll be able to buy at a cheaper price, right? That's a common, that's a common thought process for many people that sell their bags early. But here's the thing. Let's say I do that, right? So we'll say our next target, and for those of you who do not yet already know, our next major target for Bonk token is at 0.00013. So again, write that down. That's our next major target for Bonk token. So yeah, but we're not even going to give that. We're not going to give that target. We'll be realistic for the pessimists that are in this, watching this video. We're going to say, all we're waiting for is Bonk to surpass its all-time highs, right? Which was at 0.000047, which is from where we currently are now and just above it. So we'll say at 0.00054, which is about 139% from where we currently are now. Let's just say that's the next major target area for the sake of this video. Now, let's say that was my target and I leave the market now. So if I leave the market now and try to time the bottom, well, here's the thing. This is what could happen. We could see further downside selling pressure for Bitcoin and alts. But how low will Bonk token go? Now, we could see Bonk token maybe go down 20%. Maybe we see it down 30%. Maybe we even see it go down 40%, which would be more in alignment with its recent sell-off that we saw, which was, I believe, around 40% or so. So let's just say Bonk token could sell off 40% from where we currently are now, right? So it will take us in a slight loss. Not only will it wipe out our profits, but I think we would also be down. And again, this is if you have the one entry from this area, you will be down about 10%, 10 to 11% from this area. Now, that's all well and good, but what if that does happen and the price snaps back quickly and then starts to make its way to the upside, right? You're presuming you're going to be able to time the market bottom. You're presuming that price will actually dip that low. What about if it only sells down 20%, right? But again, we're not going to play the what ifs, because the what if doesn't really help anyone. All we have to say is max drawdown about 40%. We could even go as far as 50%. Well, we're going to keep it at 40% because that's the recent setups that we've seen. Let's say 40%, but the upside move is 139%. So I'm just looking at this from a risk to reward perspective. Do I sell and miss out on an upside move of 139%, bearing in mind that I'm going to want to try and find another entry, right? Or do I hold it and capture the 139%, but I risk a 40% drawdown? Now, me personally, I would rather risk the 40% and capture 139% because it just makes sense. Just from a short-term perspective, the risk to reward makes sense. And in fact, because I do believe this will bounce back and do very well this bull cycle, that gives me more confidence. So I would probably just DCA once price dips, right? And that's the approach I would have. See, when you sell without a plan, you plan to fail. And if you buy without a plan, you plan to fail as well. So you need a plan. So let's just say somebody does decide to sell here. Why would I sell here? Well, I would sell here if I'm extremely over leveraged at this level, right? So I'm extremely over leveraged, cannot afford for price to dip, or maybe I've already made some life-changing gains. I'm happy to just take profit and then maybe try and buy it at a cheaper price if that occurs, right? Or we're heading towards the end of the cycle and I want to take my profits and run. This is when I would probably look at selling, or if I want roll profits into another project, etc., that's when I would look to sell. But right now, when price is essentially in no man's land, where we're neither near our peak, but we're also not near our bottom, I would simply hold and look for the DCA opportunities. Now, what I'm actually going to do for all of you is, if you're still watching this, I've got some exclusive videos in our free Telegram group below. I'm actually going to share with you all when I'm going to be selling, well, basically the top on Bonk token. That'll be available for free in my free Telegram group below. So join the free Telegram group below. Also, I made a video yesterday showing and demonstrating why so many people don't actually make millions in a bull cycle, and 2 common mistakes that you can avoid to ensure that you can walk away with a substantial amount of gains. And the last thing I'm going to say is, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. Always make sure to do your own research. I hope this video helped a lot. If it didn't, I'm going to clarify that again. Why would I not sell at this area? Well, although we could potentially see some more heavy downside move, from my analysis, I think we have about 40% drawdown from this current level. That's how much I think price could potentially sell off from here if we see Bitcoin move towards 59, 55K, right? But my short-term upside target is 139%. Well, actually, it's more than that. It's at 0.00013. But for those that think, okay, that will never happen, let's just do 139% away, just above all-time highs. Is a good risk to reward from my perspective. I'm happy to hold. I'm willing to stomach a 40% drawdown. And on top of that, I'm willing to DCA at that area to take advantage of the opportunity. And then you just saw the reasons why I would sell if I was over leveraged, or I saw a more promising project, or I couldn't afford to lose any profits, or if we're moving towards the end of the cycle. I hope that makes sense. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of these free buy signals, and don't forget to join a free Telegram group for more free stuff and more free buy signals, and what we call the top on Bonk token. But that's it for now. Until next video, seize the day.